Hi, Wanning. So I am ready for your reading. We're going to go ahead and begin. And, oops, this thing fell here. We're going to start your reading. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to work with my Mermaid Tarot for this reading. And let's go ahead and put that on the side. I'm going to shuffle some other oracles here as we read your email. So it says here, thank you so much for your message. I just moved to another flat and now the move is finished and I can send your questions. I would like to understand what exactly went wrong in my life. In order to gain more confidence, I started to have many obstacles from about 10 years ago. And sometimes I still feel worried. I started to have many, okay, I'd like to know what exactly went wrong in my life. In order to gain more confidence, I started to have more obstacles from about 10 years ago, and sometimes I still feel worried if the same would happen to me. Again, I don't know about the key. The beginning was the divorce of my parents during my university study. They acted very irrational. They acted very irrational and both stopped supporting my studies. I started to rely very much on a later PhD supervisor for my bachelor's thesis on. And I just did what he told me and followed the path he designed for me because he cared for me and offered me a student job, later a PhD position. But I see it's perhaps now the right path for me, a pure academic career. Okay. The first most difficult phase was July 2010. On there was a bad guy, Lars. We had a reading about him and it showed the worst energy on him. He brainwashed me to open up myself, and I intentionally brought my energy up to my head, which was grounded before. I didn't know what I really need. I was just trying to open myself. After that, I started to receive serious attack caused my healthy and balanced defenses was kind of removed by myself. By bringing up energy. And just at that moment, I met Sven. I hope I pronounced his name right. And we had many readings about him who really created many obstacles. But my mom moved closer to me in Switzerland in 2012. Was making things more complicated too. We were never close in life, and after the divorce, she is more negative than ever. After 2012, my life lost control, and about some of the things that happened from our previous reading. Now things are getting better, and I started to consider and understand how about many things that happened. Instead of naming any particular person or reason, maybe we just let your reading show spiritually what was the key problem. For example, it could be some wrong emotional or mental pattern, specific people, a lack of wisdom, or even black magic. Because I feel being at a sacred place, for example, in a temple, could really bring me a clear mind. I'm so happy to hear from you again. Me too. You're so sweet. You're one of my best clients and friends. So we're gonna go ahead and begin. Where is it? I just had it open. Okay, we're going to open the unlocking of the reading. So let's start out with the oracles. And we have Porcupine Spirit, time for the beginner's mind. So I love how this starts our reading with the energy of a start, fresh start. You know, I know it's hard when you've been through something like difficult. I mean, I think we all have been, and we've all have shared our difficulties. I, for example, have had a lot of difficult years. I would say right after 2009, 2010 is when all the craziness came through. Like a lot of difficult times. Not that everything was bad, but it was difficult. So I understand what you're saying. So there's there's a start here, time for a beginner mind. There's a fresh start for you coming. We have Smoky Quartz, clearing negativity. You were just talking about this in your message. Release negativity from within and around you. So definitely you may want to do something about that. You may want to do a clearing, a cleansing, a spiritual, deep, profound healing. Is what I'm seeing. You may want to liberate yourself from a difficult energy, a difficult time, something that has been, you know, again, challenging. So clearing negativity is definitely coming up here as important. I've got take a break. So you may need to take a break from people or situations to clear all that negativity out. And that could be the key issue, okay, that you need to clear clear something from your past. That is definitely coming up. I have solitude, rest, ponder, quiet, and sanctuary. So there's a lot of rest. There's a need for you to be alone in the moment, to really heal, to really let go, to really release, to really, you know, heal this from the past. And then I have flow, jellyfish. So things are going to, and the jellyfishes are rise up usually. So I feel like you're going to have an elevation and things are really going to improve for you once you know, I feel like there's going to be a release for you. And you're going to see a flow of things, and the coming years, I feel, are going to be better. Much like things are really going to be flowing, and you're going to feel really happy about it. Okay, you're going to feel much more in peace. But definitely clearing a negativity, taking a break, starting from a clean slate is definitely coming up here. Okay, first cards, this is the big picture, what you saw when you first took a look at the person or situation. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibilities. And we have the Page of Swords. Okay, so I see many things here. I'm going to go ahead and go in order. So the first thing it comes to me is your mom and your dad, and especially your mom being more in focus point here. I feel like she is very bitter, because not that she's jealous, but she feels like you have everything. You're open to infinite possibilities. You have the world in your hands. And you can be and find your happiness soon with a good person, with a good man. So I feel like that, you know, not, and again, and it's not with bad intention. It's just that she compares, and we all suffer from the comparison. We compare our lives to others. Oh, I wish my life was like that, or I wish I had that she has. So, you know, she sees how your life has so much potential. You're just starting out in life in terms of, you know, getting married, future, kids, all that kind of stuff. And she sees how hers has been, and for her, it's not been easy. And there has been a lot of fighting and arguments with your dad. I feel a lot of problems. So that is one of the main culprits of the situation. The other thing I see is a feeling of abandonment, maybe for you. Like you feel like maybe your parents abandoned you when it was the most important time in your life, when it was with your education. So I feel like that both of them affected you a lot, and especially your dad, in that moment, that you needed to have that helping hand and support and financial help as well. You know, it's kind of like he backed out. Both of them did. And there was a lot of issues there for you, a lot of hardship. And that's another factor I see here. But definitely I also feel a man that I think has to do with the name of Sven, S-V-E-N. I feel like he was someone that really also affected you. So there's three. You can see three here. 3 situations, and I kind of named them, that really, really affected you tremendously, very badly. And so that's definitely coming up here. Look more closely. This is the soul. This is what you may not have not seen. but it lies in the deepest core of the person or situation. So we have the Eight of Wands and the Ten of Cups in reverse and the Snake Spirit, time to heal. So again, I feel like this is repeating that. Out of those three experiences, there were two of them that were very hard on you, and I think it had to do with your parents. Eight of Wands to me is a card of, you know, like elevation. You definitely are getting out of this as we speak. And the Ten of Cups in reverse is that fear of that you feel sometimes of not being happy, of not meeting the right person to be happy with. And that is a fear that you have, and it's pretty normal, obviously, because you have, you know, been through a lot with your family and in the past. And so I feel in the center we have healing, and so there is healing coming, and healing is taking place, and you are going up, you are arising from this. You are improving. Your situation is improving. The key, this is the bridge, this is what is needed to bring two together or set free to bring it into the greater light. I got Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. We have the Page of Cups and the Nine of Swords. So the key here is to face the issue straightforward. If you need to cry, if you need to journal, if you need to, you know, meditate, whatever you need to do to work with this energy, shadow work, definitely do it, because I feel like it will definitely help you a lot. And so that is definitely showing up here. So we're seeing that here. And Page of Cups to me always represents, you know, like a new energy, a new vision, a new perspective. And the Nine of Swords to me is about worry, anxiety, stress. So I feel like, and even depression, okay, can be indicated with this card. I feel like, you know, there is going to be healing coming. And I also feel like with the Swan energy, there's a time for a deep dive. There's a time to go in deep with this. So you, again, want to do some healing work with this. You may want to pray to Archangel Raphael to help with the healing, to help bring you healing. Visualize emerald green light all around you, around your heart, around your soul, around your home. Definitely would recommend doing that to help. Okay. Yeah, Page of Cups, which to me always represents, you know, a better clarity, a better perspective, a better vision here. So the bridge is going to be working on this, healing this from the root, maybe even doing work, looking into shamanism. I don't know much about it, but I know there's so many shamanic healers out there. Looking into shamanism, healing this energy from a deep perspective, you'll see a huge improvement. But you already are in the process of healing. Extra cards, we have the Six of Swords, which again is kind of re-emphasizing what I just said, that you're moving towards the light. The Ace of Pentacles, there's a new beginning, there's a new abundance, there's a new career opportunity coming in, and a great man that is coming from a fire sign for you in the future. So there is a lot of good energy, and I feel like he's coming within the next year, within this next 12 months. Okay. I'm gonna pull an oracle from here, and we have the Rabbit Spirit. Now is a lucky time. So now is the time of luck. Now is the time for you to see the results that you've been searching for, the abundance that you've been searching for. Now is when you're going to see it going forward. Okay. Wow, I pulled an Egyptian card. I got Key of Life. Key. Spinning the Ankh, the Key of Life. So you're going to have that door opening, that key that you've been searching for, that door is going to be opening for you. Okay, let's do that mini crystal ball session scrying and see what we've got. And I see a lot of, like an ocean with a lot of turbulence. And to me, that's emotions, like a lot of raw and difficult emotions that you have. And there's a need to heal that. There's a need to work with that. There's a need to heal and work and process that. Sometimes what we do is we just suppress that energy to our deepest core, and that doesn't help anyone, right? It just is there. We need to work with that energy, heal that energy, journal that energy. Journaling is very healing, I would say. So that would be something that you may want to look into, okay? I also feel that there is a good man coming. I feel him with black hair and very squared face, and he likes to work out, or he's in great shape. And he is wanting to have a nice connection with you and a long-term commitment. I feel like he's coming in soon, is what I'm getting. And there's a lot of movement forward, progress, action, healing. Okay? So yeah, there's a lot of positive energy coming, and you're going to feel really happy about that. And the energy that I see is that you already are unlocking those doors unconsciously. Hypnosis may be something that you may want to try as well. All right. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to message me. Angel blessings, and I hope that you enjoyed this reading and it brought you lots of light. Big hugs.